Now on to NFL, where we will cover all the games from the past weekend and give our take on the end results. Let's start with this Packers game. The Packers and Bears have one of the best and oldest rivalries in the history of sports. The Packers won the game 55-14.
Packer offense right now looks pretty solid. I love the move of Clay Matthews, inside linebacker. They're not, McCarthy came out and said he's not an inside linebacker, but they're going to move him around, which makes an impact on defense. He can create plays. That's why they call him the Clay Maker. So I think that move is great. Bears are a pretty bad team right now, so they took care of a bad team, and they're on a momentum shift going into Sunday.
I don't know how the Bears' offense has stumbled so far, but they have, and I think it showed in that game especially. I mean, the Packers took advantage of the mistakes by Jay Cutler in that offense. So
I can't believe I'm saying this. It's Clausen time in Chicago, folks. Well, the Browns are now atop of the AFC North. I can't believe it. I mean, I know all of us didn't expect that. And they beat the Bengals 24-3.
Browns keep finding a way to win. That's what they do. And bad news for the rest of the division, they're getting their best offensive player back in about a couple weeks in Josh Gordon. So the division had their chance, and they didn't put these guys away, and the Browns have found a way to win with Hoyer.
yeah, and it comes every year again with Andy Dalton. I mean, the Bengals team is falling, and it starts at the quarterback position. They paid him way too much.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Andy Dalton. I really don't care about him. Well, let's move on here. The Eagles beat the Panthers 45-21.
The Eagles, they score on every single phase of football. They score offensively, defensively, and special teams. And Sunday afternoon, Packers-Eagles will be a great matchup. Panthers and NFC South is one of the ugliest divisions I've ever seen.
All I got to say for Panthers fans out there, ouch. And secondly, believe in the Sanchez, baby. Mark Sanchez is revived.
Yeah, maybe the Jets were the problem, not Sanchez.
And I'll tell you what, in the words of Stephen A. Smith, the Panthers are a bad, bad team. I'll tell you that right now. They're terrible. All right, let's move on. The Cardinals beat the Rams 41-14.
You're 8-1, but at what cost? You lost your quarterback, but Arians comes out saying we can win with Stan, and they have won with Stan. So the interesting thing is, how can they rise up from injuries and continue their winning?
You know, I called the Cardinals as a sleeper team to go to the Super Bowl, and I don't know if I stand by that without Carson Palmer, but Drew Stanton played pretty well when Carson Palmer was injured earlier on.
You know, Arians said before the season, he told the team, it might have been before the season or during the season, no team should be playing in their home locker room in the Super Bowl. I loved what he said there. I loved the statement. It was bold, and it's really getting to him, and I think Stan can keep this run going for this Cardinals team. Well, let's move on to that same division. The Seahawks beat the Giants 38-17.
Seahawks did what they have to do on offense. Give the ball to Marshawn Lynch. They need to stop trying to build around Russell Wilson to throw the ball. You got Marshawn Lynch, beast mode. He can carry you and run the ball with him and then go play action with Wilson for second.
Yeah, and I think, that defense finally stepped up again. Good for them. And the Giants, Tom Coughlin's feel pretty bad on that hot seat right now.
Coughlin's bad, and so is Eli Manning. Well, the Falcons beat the Buccaneers 27-17.
Like I said earlier, it's one of the ugliest divisions of football, and Falcons are somehow still alive with 3 wins to win that division. So even the Buccaneers might have a chance, but it's one of the worst divisions of football I've ever seen.
All I got to say about that one, so what? They beat the Buccaneers.
For me, what's going on with Lovie Smith? Come on, wake up over there. All right, the Broncos crushed the Raiders 41-17.
Keeping status quo, high-power offense against one of the worst teams in the NFL. I'm not surprised by it whatsoever.
I'm not surprised either, but good comeback after a heartbreaking loss against the Patriots.
Good comeback, Adam. This team is god-awful. Who cares? Well, the Ravens beat the Titans 21-7.
I think it's a forgettable game, to be honest. I think the Ravens are just keeping pace in the AFC North. Titans, see how Zach Mettenberger progresses through the season and see if Bishop Sankey can do anything. That's about it. Ravens just keep pace in the AFC North.
Yeah, actually good one by the Ravens. I'm not too impressed, but I'm impressed that, they've got to keep up with the Browns now. Who would have thought we'd be saying that?
Who cares? I didn't even write that in the script. Well, the Jets beat the Steelers 20-13.
Well, like I said, the AFC North, I think the Steelers, at the end of the year, where they're at, they're going to look back on this game as how do we lose to the Jets? I mean, and then the Jets come out saying, if we had Michael Vick, we would have won more games. I don't think that's the case. And then the Steelers, they'll look back on this one and just say, what happened? Could it be Justin Bieber? I don't know.
When Rex Ryan's jobless at the end of the year, he's going to look back and think, wow, I'm an idiot for not starting Michael Vick. We would have gotten more wins. I disagree.
Well, I'll tell you what. I love the fight in Rex Ryan. After seeing this game, this guy's going to push until the end, until he's out of there. I like that about him. I really do. So you better sit down over there. Don't